Hello guys and girls, this afternoon I am going to be filming in a slightly different location. This is actually the back part of my flat. We are in the bedroom, purely because it has better lighting, and yeah, I think it's just nicer overall for filming videos. So today I'm going to be showing you how to draw koi fish, or basically how to draw some fish, as this is quite a popular print of mine, and although this is actually one of my final prints, so originally this was watercolour and pencil crayons, and then I put it onto my software and basically blurred it a little and added some scaling detail, which I will be showing you in another video how I achieved that. But yeah, today I'm just going to be showing you how to do your basic outlining, and in part 2 I should be showing you how to do a bit of colouring if you wish. So yeah, basically these were, they're called rainbow koi, and they are on my website. I'll put the description and all the links below in the usual box, so if you guys would like to purchase one of these, you can do. So today I am using acrylic paper. It's slightly thicker than your average paper, and it's also got these little indents in it for soaking up water for where you're doing watercolour. Again, I will put the specs like the GSM paper quality and all that down in the box, so you guys know what to look out for. Okay, so as always, for this tutorial you will need a variety of pencils. I always have my trusty mechanical pencils to hand, and my giant eraser, and of course your paper. Today I am working on A3. You can work on A4 if you wish, it's completely up to you. So let's get started. Now, for the main bodies of your fish, if we bring the image back quickly, just give you for the main body of your fish, they are sort of in a half moon shape, and I'm going to try and draw them like this for you, so you'll have one there and one there, just to give you a reference. So for your basic shape, I'm going to start with the bottom one for now, and I'm going to do a kind of like a jelly bean shape. So flick him out this way. Hope you guys can see this okay. Flick him out, curve around, bring it in slightly, and this is where your half bean shape will come into his own, and this end part will be where the tail will be going. So once you have your sort of tier, I suppose it is a tier shape, then this is where you can kind of flick out your tail end. So I'm going to elongate the body a bit, and flick out the tail like that. Again, this is going to be a very rough sketch, so just so you guys have a guideline to work from. And that's one of your fish shapes. Now, coming back up to the head part, here you will need to make a slight indent, so there you go, I'll darken the line so you can see, and again the same this side, just a little one, not too much, and then join the two up with a little bit of an arc, and that's going to be the head of your fish. So again, two little half-shaped moons and then an arc over. So you have this shape there, and then it's just a simple case of adding fins, depending on the species or the type of fish variation that you're going for. They do have fins on different places, but typically if you just add a fin either side, and I like to curve them in the direction that the fish is going, like that, and then usually towards the back end of the body they usually have two smaller ones. I actually have goldfish. I had three goldfish, and now sadly there's only one, and his name is Tiger, but he actually looks more like a koi fish than a goldfish because he's multicoloured. He has three different colours, and he has like spots and stuff, and stripes, hence why he's called Tiger. So I've noticed on him that he has these sort of back fins, I guess. And then this is usually a last detail when you finish your fish, but koi usually have these lovely long whiskers so they can come out, and where you have put your half moon indents, this is roughly where your eyes for your fish will be. So we'll just draw another couple of half circles to indicate where the eyes will be going. There we go, so kind of like that. So as you can see, we're starting to slowly build up his basic structure, and then it's a case of what you'd like to, if you need to move any bits around, like maybe you want to make the body shorter or the fins different. But as long as you've got this basic structure in, you shouldn't have any problems. So that's our fish from below, and in the next part I shall show you with them both drawn how to add colour and detailing to your fish. So I shall see you in part 2. Okay, so this is the colouring stage, and I've got my acrylic colours. I like to use acrylics, but you can use watercolour, it's completely up to you. I have drawn in the second fish so that we are ready to get going. Of course I've got my water here, which is a bit murky from mixing, but never mind. So let's just add some more water. Okay, and we are ready to go. It's again completely up to you if you want to use like fluorescent colours for this. Each to their own really. I'm just using sort of sea colours, just because that's what I like, and I want it quite watery, so I'm going to start around the outside of the fish, and at the moment I'm just using white, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add colours to the white and not the other way around, because I find it's easier that way to get the gradient that you want. So I'm going to start adding it in like little clusters, so kind of like clouds, I guess. And then this will be the stage where you can add different colours in, like I'm going to add some green. I want to keep it quite light. You don't want to over flood the picture with colour, because you want your main point of your picture, so this would be our fish, to stand out more than the background. So when you do eventually colour your fish, they will be much more vibrant than your background, so that they stand out. Now normally I would do the whole background as a wash, but today I'm just going to do a sort of outline just to frame our two little fish here. Okay, I think we need some more green. There we go. Okay, and just blend it out. If you find you have added way too much colour, just take a little bit of white and some water and just blend it out, and it's that easy. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we're starting to build up a nice kind of background for them. Another nice technique for blending out backgrounds is to put a wash of water, not a lot, just a little bit, over your entire background, and then to dab colour onto it, and the colour will slowly bleed out, which is quite a nice effect, I think, as well. Okay, I'm just going to follow up and around. Trying to be careful not to go too much over the lines, but again, it doesn't matter too much because you're going to be colouring over it, so. There we go. Colours are actually much more vibrant in real life. For some reason my camera doesn't seem to be picking them up too brilliantly, but when this is done I shall put a link in the video to the finished piece so you guys can see the colours for yourselves. Now the bits that have already started to sort of semi-dry, you can then go back over with a bit more colour, and that is how you step up the vibrancy. You don't want to overflood the picture, like I said before, too much, because it can ruin a picture. Okay, so we're starting to get near the end of our little colour fill in. green around here. Okay. Okay. And then I'm just taking some white and blending out the edges a bit, because I don't want too many harsh lines around where our background actually ends. So yeah, it's that easy. It's just a case of adding and filling in bits that you are happy with, or until you're happy with them. So there we go. Okay, so that's near enough about done. I'm going to go let this dry now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next part. Okay, so this is the last part of our piece, and as you can see, I've been building up my layers of washes. I let that layer dry and then put another one over the top to give this effect. And also here with the detailing, I've actually used colouring pencils. So what you want to do is get about 4 or 5 different shades of the colours you want to use, or you could use opposite colours, it's really up to you. And basically you want to shade over the parts that you've done with your colour wash. So for example, these bits here are quite dark, so I would use a dark pencil just to add some shading there. And then this is where you can start adding other colours into it. Like so. So yeah. Basically you want to just keep adding detail with your colouring pencils until you've completely built up your image. What you can do is, when drawing fish, I like to use half moon shapes to indicate some of the scales and extra bits like that, just so you know it gives a bit more detail. Unfortunately I'm starting to lose the light a bit now because I have been filming videos all day, so you probably won't be able to see the colours quite as well as I'd hoped. But I hope this tutorial was enjoyable for you to watch, and yeah, that you got something out of it. If you'd like to buy an original of the print that I based this from, I'll put a link in the box, like I said in part 1, to my shop. Please have a look, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you guys very soon.